welcome back to Linda's Prepper Kitchen. Today I want to talk to you about the shelf life of our foods that are in our pantry. All our foods have different shelf lives, but I created a list here of like the staple type things in our pantry that I thought it would be nice to know what the recommended, this is just a recommended shelf life of these foods. We do know that all of these things last way beyond the dates that I'm about to give you. Of course, you will want to use the look at it, the smell, and even maybe the taste test to see if they're still good or not. Of course, we don't want to waste any food. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get into my list. I have a list of about 18 things on here, and I think most all these things you'll find in almost every single person's pantry. So get a piece of paper, get a pencil or a pen, and let's get started. So the first thing on my list is flour. You know, we use flour for a lot of things in our pantry, making bread, thickening gravies, all sorts of things. If you store your flour in an airtight container, and it's best if you keep it in the freezer, but if you store it properly, you can get a year out of it, they say. I did notice when I was looking, someone had asked, can you still use it up to 3 years past the date? And the answer was yes. You can still use it 3 years past the date. So yeah, so these dates are not a etched in stone date, so please don't throw out any of your food. All right, the sun's coming out. The second thing on my list is cooking oil. How long does cooking oil last? Well, the shelf life on cooking oil is 2 years. Again, use the smell, taste, and look test to see if it's still good or if it's turned rancid. Number 3 is sugar. Sugar is one of those things that can last indefinitely, but for where I researched this, it says due to quality concerns, it has a 2-year shelf life on it. And the quality they're concerned with is the texture change in it. Other than that, sugar is an indefinite staple on your shelf. It can last forever. Now, yeast. We got to have yeast to make our breads, unless you're making like biscuits and things like that. But yeast is, it's best to store it in a freezer, of course. Unopened, it lasts up to 2 years. Open, 6 months. Canned meats. I want to tell you, I stumbled across a video. If you're curious, I'm going to throw it in here while I'm thinking about it. I stumbled across another video that I tried to create a video around and upload for y'all that I know you would find interesting, and that's how Keystone meats are made. I was not able to do it. They gave me a copyright, so I never uploaded it. But if you check it, it's if you go on YouTube and Google how it's made, Keystone beef, you'll be able to see that there. But canned meat is good for 2 to 5 years. And in that video I was just telling you about, the Keystone factory stamps a best by date of 5 years on it. So that's how you can kind of track how long your canned Keystones, and I want to say probably meats, have been in circulation by looking at the date on there. You'll know whether it's been in circulation 1 year, 2 years, or whatever. So I thought I would just share that with you. But canned meats are typically good for 2 to 5 years, and of course we know that's just the best by date. And canned vegetables, same thing, 2 to 5 years. Canned tomatoes, acidic vegetables and things like that have a different date on them. They tend to go bad a lot quicker, so the recommended time on that is just 1.5 years. I have used tomatoes 2 years past the date. Again, use the visual and the smell and the taste test on those. Dehydrated vegetables, those are good for 10 plus years, y'all. If you're not dehydrating, I highly recommend you do that. You could, yeah, I would almost say indefinitely, as long as they stay dry. Pasta, indefinitely. Rice, I was really surprised. I thought storing rice in a cool, dark place, you know, you put it in your freezer, you kill any insects that are in it, or in airtight containers so that they can't get any air, that it would last, you know, a significant amount of time. But the recommended time on that is 2 years, and of course we can go past that, but 2 years on rice. Brown rice is 6 months. Brown rice has oils that are in it, and it causes it to go rancid. So those do, they don't have near the shelf life time. Number 11 on my list is baking powder. Baking powder is good unopened for about 18 months. If you open it, it's about 6 months. Now coffee is, the shelf life on those are different. I do know the only one that you can extend the shelf life on are the beans. If you put the beans, I believe it's in your freezer, that will extend the shelf life. But ground coffee is 6 months. Even if you put it, from the article I read, even if you put it in a airtight bag, it doesn't extend it any. It's still good for just 6 months. Also, instant coffee, however, is good indefinitely. That's why I have been stockpiling instant. I do prefer the coffee pods, and I do drink those, but I have stockpiled instant for use in a situation. Dehydrated fruit. Dehydrated fruit does not last nearly as long as dehydrated vegetables. Dehydrated fruit is only a 5+ year life, where the vegetables, as you've seen, were 10+. So I just wanted to let you know, be aware of that as well. Instant potatoes. Now, instant potatoes, you all kinds out there with butter and different toppings and different flavors. I always haul the ones with butter, which greatly reduces the shelf life, just how I like them. But if you are prepping the ones that have no flavoring and no butters, no oils of any kind in it, you can get in an airtight container 10 to 15 years shelf life on those. If you open it, you have about a year to use that up. Crackers. Now, we all know crackers don't have very long shelf life, and crackers tend to be pretty head on with the shelf life they give it. You might get 2 to 3 months past it, but you're not going to get an extended amount of time on crackers and cookies and things. So their shelf life on these are recommended 6 to 9 months. I figure you could probably get about a year out of them, maybe a little more. Like I said, do the test. Chips, same thing. Only thing, chips only have a 2 to 3 month shelf life due to the oils that are in them, I'm assuming. Again, do the test on those. And number 18 on my list is, now this is non-fat dried milk. Now if you get dried milk that has any fats in them, that changes the shelf life drastically. So the non-fat powder dry milk can last up to 25 years, and it did say depending on the brand. If you want to go check Cold War Prepper out, he has a fabulous video on storing your powdered milk and your shelf-stable milks. I highly recommend you check it out. There's tons of information in that video. So that is my list. I hope this has been helpful for y'all. I know it has been for me doing the research on these. It just kind of helps me to know, you know, kind of a general idea what's going on in my pantry. I'm going to hang this up in my pantry just so I can reference it at later dates, because you know me, I won't remember them all. So y'all, I hope you're having a good day. Please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and please don't forget to ring the bell. Y'all keep on keeping on. I'll see you next time back at Linda's Prepper Kitchen. Bye everyone.